Hello to all the fabulous listeners of Movie Musings. You've got Christina reviewing Morning Glory, released in theaters November 12, 2010. The Netflix synopsis reads, Whiz Kid producer Becky Fuller, played by Rachel McAdams, finds her abilities to put to the test when she's charged with bringing a network morning show back from ratings purgatory. Her first job? Getting the show's feuding, acid-tongue co-host, played by Harrison Ford and Diane Keaton, under control. Jeff Goldblum co-stars as Fuller's network exec boss, and Patrick Wilson in Becky's put-upon boyfriend in this comedy from the writer of The Devil Wears Prada. Directed by Roger Mitchell. On a side note, if you hear any chewing or scratching sounds, it's just my new puppy. He's, I have to have him here under supervision, so, yes. And to proceed. So I like this movie because you've seen the story before. Someone who's struggling but believes in herself but is down on her luck. She, overachiever and whatnot. You know what? Rachel McAdams plays a very convincing workaholic. You know, there's something endearing about her, even though she's, she's having dinner around 3 in the afternoon because she is going to sleep around 8 so that she can get up around 1 and do her job to be on the air by 5 in the morning. It's actually amazing. I have to kudos to all the people who do that because I do not have that fortitude to get up that ungodly hour. It's fine if I'm already up, but it's not a fine if I'm waking up at that time. So she has to, basically she takes on this network by herself, you know, puts it all on her shoulders, and it's kind of like, it's amazing how much fortitude she has and strength and perseverance, and oh my god, she is so chipper. But you know, of course she's gonna have problems, like her boss who doesn't believe in her, her own mother, her co-anchors, the very sardonic and very scathing Harrison Ford, and the kind of flimsy Diane Keaton. Their characters, they really stuck to what they were supposed to do. She was just like, oh, okay, I've been here forever, and I'm not going anywhere because I have loyalty, but this is a really crappy station, terrible program, and it's just like, you know, we're just waiting to go down in flames without the glory. And Harrison Ford didn't even want to come on, his character, Mike, he didn't even want to come on to the show because he felt it was beneath him, less than beneath him. But somehow she had to blackmail him, which was pretty interesting to see that since he didn't expect that from Rachel's character. The music also was really good. I liked it. I felt like it was very much in tune with the moods of the scenes that we were watching. And you know, this is probably the first time that I can remember. Pardon the ambulances. I have no control over that. They actually played the song from the trailer in the movie. I think it's called Morning Glory, or I actually don't know what it's called, but I like it, by Natasha Bedingfield, the one that you see in the trailers. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when they played. I was like, oh, hey, that's got to be a first in history. Let's mark it down in our calendars and whatnot. Anyway, the story, you know how it is. Somehow it's gonna work out, and that I didn't mind. They played it off really well. Every character, they were either sarcastic, and there were a lot of funny lines. They really were. But there was only one thing that I had a problem with this movie. It was shot in New York City, but some of the scenes, as a native New Yorker, I knew exactly where they were. But when they showed the streets were completely deserted, like Times Square around 2 in the morning, false. Times Square is not empty at 2 in the morning. This is the city that never sleeps, for crying out loud. Another one. Supposedly she was working around Bryant Park because I recognize that building, and somehow she's walking with her boss around the Apple store, which is over a mile away. And I'm like, listen, you're in high heels. It's lunch hour, so you don't even have that much time. It's no way you're taking a little stroll over a mile away. Come on. I know I look into those kind of details. There were other streets where they are never, ever empty, or at the very least deserted from cars and whatnot, and they were these. And I'm just like, you know what, they closed off the streets, and they want to, you know, keep it authentic and all, but I'm like, keeping it authentic would mean having some pedestrians, cars, bicycles, and, I don't know, roadkill on the streets. So, putting that grievance aside, I give this movie an A. It's very cheerful, I liked it, and they change. All the characters well, most of the characters go through these big changes, but I think it's for the better. But you tell me, what do you think? Thank you very much for listening, and on a side note, if you have any films that you are on the fritz of seeing, but you just want someone else's feedback, Surajo or myself would be more than happy to review a film for you. Just let us know through our YouTube channel, Movie Musings, or you can email us at christinasurajo@gmail.com, and we would be more than happy to do so in a timely fashion. Thank you very much. Cheers!